Hey boys, today we are watching 1000 Players Civilization Simulation Thingamajig for Rich and Poor or something, I don't know. Uh, yeah, Ish made it, so, yeah, my webcam's kinda laggy. I mean, yeah, it's just gonna be like that, I guess. Yeah. Hmm. I guess let's just, start. Yeah. Also, I've had strep throat, by the way. So, like, I that's why I ended Wednesday stream early. But yeah. Anyways, without further ado, yeah, let's like and subscribe the video. Let's like and subscribe the video. Yeah, like and subscribe. Your grandma lied. It's completely free. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways, let's just go ahead.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever.
Ah.
Now each player has
Wowzers.
the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society. At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green paradise, the other one...
You're kidding me.
...is a barren wasteland. It's up to each player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war?
So I think that's what they mean by rich versus poor.
Amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to you.
Low-key, I think the rich are gonna win because they're rich. The poors need some kind of player advantage.
Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Alright, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
Alright, so I'm guessing they get like some time to build up and then they can fight each other.
Players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
Before the first day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No. There's nothing here. Please tell me where
Hey, at least there's sticks. If you mind the
It didn't take long
bushes.
for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging, and not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome.
Oh no. Nah, bro.
And right next door, a massive volcano that could erupt at any moment.
Ooh, I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Okay.
This
Oh, no.
killed a lot of people. Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really
Yeah, it
can't
is.
do anything.
That's true.
Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the
There's
island.
one
And
tree?
it was pretty big, too.
Yo.
But, of course, it was completely surrounded by
Nah.
boiling water.
How are they supposed to get to it?
Got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile,
What?
let's go over to Island 2.
Oh wait, they could just bridge to it.
At
Never mind,
Harbor
I'm
Freight, We're
stupid.
committed to ensuring
They could just
our
bridge
tools
with
are
dirt.
expertly engineered and built.
Anyways, Island 2. Let's see Island 2.
Hey guys! Life on Island 2 was beautiful.
yeah,
The terrain
I'd
was
imagine.
green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Selling water? It's from the ocean.
Okay.
Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth.
Yeah.
You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood.
Bro,
But
imagine
some
you
people
died to
found a way
that.
even
But
work around that.
nah, that would be
Go to the
embarrassing,
bakery.
actually.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
Oh, no.
She forcing you to work up here.
No, it's double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because
Crazy.
of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Sam.
Wow, it's almost like
Yeah, I mean, this
that's Minecraft.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, unloaded.
Overall, the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future.
Yeah, I'd be too. It's the rich island. The poors are not gonna
By
get
the
you,
end of the
dude.
first day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the
Yeah.
Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat.
Honestly, now that they've got the tree, really the only problem is the water's boiling.
Frick, why? Wait, is this a bread line?
And also the volcano, I guess.
I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
Bro, is my
What
stream
type of people
buffering?
choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
Hello.
What the?
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the
Bro,
mafia.
why,
This was
bro?
Bellini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia. His goals
Nah,
were very
that's
simple.
crazy.
Make friends and get rich.
Hold on, Ish, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Huh? Where?
Don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
Where do they
We'll
find
check back with
netherite?
these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2, there were
Hmm.
actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Calmicast was the leader of about 50
You know, if they have
people in a
netherite,
nation
then maybe
she
it's not
named
that
the
poor.
Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people, including pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their
I
employees.
want fair working conditions.
How much even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island
Crazy.
2 would face its first conflict. What the heck?
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition.
Huh? Oh no.
Cass was obviously not happy
Civil
about
War?
this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the
Y'all?
Commonwealth.
The Commonwealth? Okay.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one.
Hmm.
We have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth
I
was
see.
a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into
Wow.
a city. Currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall, by the end of the day,
Man.
Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1. as
Yeah, I'd
expected.
imagine.
But let's see what happens in the following days.
I mean, I'm sure they've started growing their own trees.
What's up? It's Ryder Lyons, 5-star quarterback.
I'm sure the poors have started growing their own trees.
It makes me feel
But like, the water is still a problem, of course.
As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Remy the Rats was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spood.
Spood?
I need food, I'm dying. Yo, Spood.
That's the dictator from the intro.
Oh, I need food. God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now this player, Spood, was a rising leader on Island 1.
Hmm.
He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spood's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions. That is, until...
Yo. Nah. Yo,
He's a traitor.
that's crazy.
He was trying to assassinate Spoon.
Nah, bro.
Spoon had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1.
Oh, that's crazy.
People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spoon used this leverage to establish an empire named West Helm.
West Helm, okay.
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
Even though the people of West Helm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody
Yeah,
tried
that's
to take
better.
my
I don't know. I don't know
Someone
how
with this
loud it
face.
is on the stream. I should have like tested or something.
But now, he's dead.
For the first time, it
Alright.
seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon. Nearly killed by some dude.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as West Helm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the Raven, Nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find droves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed
Crazy.
from the volcano and covered the entire island. This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said,
Bro,
a lot
who
of
mines
people weren't
straight
necessarily
down
angry at the poor
like that,
conditions
bro?
themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh. In fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini.
Ah.
Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me! I'm getting chased. Lego likes just to take me out of nowhere and I have to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
Ah.
But then,
Good
during
idea.
our interview... Oh wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming
Oh,
down.
those are people from
Yo.
Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Lingolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano. I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Ah, yeah.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion, and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cass Coalition was approached by an army of
Bro, things-
boats.
Crap. Guys, I think we're under attack.
It looked like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade, I swear. We're not here to invade you, we promise.
Why are y'all here? It's you must.
But I didn't do anything. I just followed
You
them.
brought them all. You didn't do anything.
No,
Okay.
The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now on day 2, players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Caste Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor ruled by a monarch named Jophiel.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbie Land. What?
Barbie Land is crazy.
Oh god.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there, although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no roof.
Hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Caste Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
I get excited about the Subaru Share the Love event because Subaru retailers nationwide
Bro,
are giving back.
shut up,
Giving
Ad.
back makes us who we are.
Thank you for shutting up, Ad.
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
Luminara, okay.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day
makes sense.
when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace.
World peace.
But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
Yeah. Wow, so
that
it's like
bridge
one or the
is
other.
a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
Aha.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
As Day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands, leaving people worried about what's going to happen next. Back on Island 1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Oh, Lego Legs?
Lego Legs just take me out of nowhere.
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah, I knew I recognized that name.
So to be clear, Legolikes had a bounty on his head, and he was hanging around pirates. You can probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego gang is here. So this is everything you guys
That's
got?
crazy.
Not much.
Oh no. Yeah, okay, yeah. Not making it out of that one.
Oh my gosh. The Alcaracina pirates had killed Legolikes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Legolikes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go. I'll go.
You guys let me talk.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor Spood was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss
Cross.
plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials?
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Nah, that's crazy.
Emperor Spood had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spood left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Hey, Meta.
Crazy.
You're gorgeous.
We packed banquet mega bowls full of cheddar mac and cheese smothered in mozzarella. But it wasn't mega. So we topped them with...
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry guys, sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1. Look at these Elysium guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
Alright, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do?
Wow.
Alright.
Yeah, he made an offering, but that's crazy. Bro was literally a guy.
Now, back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westhelm's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first...
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
See, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full
Yeah.
Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board.
Yeah,
First was the
he's gotta get
Alcaracina Pirates,
back,
who coincidentally happened to
whoever his
pass
name was.
by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Lingolini Mafia. Oh yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for
Hello,
Mario.
anyone?
Hello, it's me. Ooh, Mamma Mia. It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego lights.
Meanwhile, the
Crazy.
Nevermore cult would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very
never mind.
isolated and secretive. They were
I guess
also
Spood
rumored
came
to have
back
an extremely
for some-
strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result,
Wow, kinda
people
like
were kind of
Sparta.
scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1. At first,
Crazy.
Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
The underdogs are becoming overdogs. Like, for real, you know? Yo, what happened? The Commonwealth
As
was
you can see,
sabotaged?
there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth. They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving.
What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the
Crazy.
Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power.
Huh. Ah.
See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous.
That's a good point.
That Alvin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has like, barely 5.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition. Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
Wow.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone.
Huh.
No one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Because it's not up to code.
So
Wow.
then, citizens took
What happened
matters
to true
into their own
democracy?
hands.
Nah, bro.
Good evening. This is Val. I'm Mocha. Welcome. You must be curious about the show.
That's
they
crazy.
used Adobe Firefly to
Also,
make.
fuck you, ads.
Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city.
Oh
my gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So, Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So he sent in his place his second in command, Flux.
I see.
Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says, we need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir.
Yeah.
And because this meeting was the most
Good point.
important event yet on Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation.
Yes.
Where are you going?
Safarada.
Making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited. I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
Welcome
think everyone's here.
Welcome, welcome.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks,
Okay.
it's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here, here.
I can agree to
Yeah,
that.
I like that. That's good.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good start. But if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the
Ah,
first
An
place.
attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jovial finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second
Nah,
how quickly
stop.
we could change their hearts and minds if instead of
No,
treating them as
stop
an
knocking on my door, bro. I'm not. No. Anyways.
second, how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
I think Joe feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1.
Nah, stop knocking on my door. You stop.
Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth.
Let's just ignore him,
No,
chat.
This is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us no matter what. And you wanna send aid to them? Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them. Food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
He might have a point.
Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Well, there's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Huh?
Super on edge. About traps.
Guys, Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead, which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Are you
Crazy? Watch, this is ridiculous.
What's crazy, Jovial, is you leading all of us to our death.
Oh my
That is
god.
too
have
much.
to
We
Nah.
can't do that.
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flux,
Hold on, we can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
Alright, everyone. We can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
What? Nah.
All
Damn.
in favor of sending aid to Island 1.
Nah, bro. They're fucked. Nah. Flux will be right. They'll. Island 1 will invade. There's nothing they can do.
$50,000 and generous benefits. Join
I mean, they got the number advantage, but like, if they pick them off, like, one civilization at a time, that doesn't matter.
I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Oh my god. So you remember this guy?
Bro.
Well, he had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
A barren wasteland island, a boiling water sea. Let's go. And no resources to speak of, except a water tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoot, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
West Helm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though Emperor Spood was a chaotic figure, West Helm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from Emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished, will play a major role in West Helm's justice system.
Wow.
That said,
Okay.
Emperor Spood was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a better representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want
Bruh.
Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
Ah,
Benji and
that's
the other
crazy.
leaders were concerned that Emperor Spood is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spood was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spood on their side, so they didn't know what to do.
Well, here we are. I just want to say, thank you, Spoon, for all your support.
You're welcome.
Yo, that's crazy.
Glory to West Town.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano.
Wow.
Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's not just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernus
Yeah.
as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it?
Yeah.
Lingolini, meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the volcano.
Oh.
Live under the ground, like a Goombas.
Lingolini's main goal
Let's
was
go.
to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Oh, yeah, just let me tell you a little secret. We found some netherite.
Oh,
Ah.
really?
Did they mine
Scattered
it?
throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of
Yeah.
Minecraft. Not even
That's what I
Island
was
2
thinking.
had
They're not
netherite.
poor if
It
they've
was
got
the
netherite.
single secret advantage that Island 1 had.
Yeah.
And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernus. Now, even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
Lingolini didn't like how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return. So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything.
Wow. They're gonna start a war,
Lingolini's
bro.
hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble. That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingolini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Thank you all so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout.
Hey, Meta.
Wow. They even have guards.
500 yards, turn right.
Hold on. After this ad, it's annoying us. Bro,
We
there's
set
2
out
ads.
to make
of course.
banquet mega bowls.
Fuck you.
We didn't tread lightly. We
I'm not
jammed-packed
giving
them
you
full
the
of
money.
hearty goodness.
Just make my ad blocker work. You can see there's guards right here. There's freaking guards.
This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected? What's that?
Joe wasn't sure about joining the Island One Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to side.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Nah, that's crazy.
Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
What?
It's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason.
Nah, you got
Sidefall
ethical journalism, bro. Come on.
He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like "the lava is rising" just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island.
Yo, what?
Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
Bro. It's the Warden.
Meanwhile, the people of Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time.
Hold on, let me grab another water.
Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops,
Alright,
Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
Yeah.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values. 3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command.
Nah, Flux is right, but no one's listening to him.
I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Saps still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
I see.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
Yo, what happened? Yo, who's...
Jofiel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations,
Why is he
was
getting
walking
followed?
across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
Oh. Wait. Bro, she's about to assassinate him. Nah, bro, how was I right?
Seraphim! What are you doing?
No, what?
What? No way. The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait, what?
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jofiel. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
That's our leader.
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
Where's Seraphim gonna go?
A solid financial future doesn't happen by chance. Let's talk about your potential today.
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Al-Karasina pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Bro.
I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead.
That's crazy. People still don't know about the lava?
Oh my god.
With world leaders dying
That's
left and
wild.
right, the media had plenty
That's
to
just
report
wild.
on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo Sidefall.
And later into day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1. But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested.
Oh, nah.
Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherite in the volcano.
Nah.
And this news spread all across the island.
They should have killed him.
This was a disaster for Infernus and the Linguolini Mafia, who had
Nah.
been trying to keep the existence of netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus.
That's crazy.
And lo and behold, they confirmed there was netherite. Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
She thinks she
People
can
are
take on
saying
Westhelm?
we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to
Ah,
take
yeah.
our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now with Netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jophiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you know, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops.
Yeah, that's happening soon, right?
Now, after Jophiel's
Surely.
death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth. But remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Ahmed's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth.
Nah.
So another
That's
Commonwealth
crazy.
leader then paid an assassin to, well...
Assassinate?
Oh my god!
Crazy.
Wolfram's dead.
We just witnessed murder!
Nah.
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments. This Commonwealth citizen went to the Cass Coalition to complain to Cass directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted,
Yeah,
the
that's
Cass
crazy.
Coalition thrived. But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implied like get paid.
Is he not getting paid?
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Probably missed.
Earlier, What Daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbie Land. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Cast Coalition. He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you.
You're so far off.
You have to get closer to the ground.
Oh.
Nah.
What the?
That's crazy.
Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from SAPS' meeting. That said, every other major leader was now on their way. As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting. Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quotes, important.
Bro, yeah. I should have told them you were coming. I should have told them. I don't know. I literally don't know what that is. Huh.
Get out of my room.
Nah, actually, what was that though? Okay, anyways. Bro, I gotta lock my door. How'd she even open it? Huh. I must have forgotten to lock it. Alright, anyways,
To tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Hey, Meta.
Bro, fuck you, Ad.
Those who answer the call of the vagabond know that the best stories aren't about where.
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent.
Yeah.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
I agree with Flux here.
Got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
Are they gonna, like, assassinate everyone?
What do you mean, has to go?
Has to go. Removed. And I'm done waiting.
Nah, are they gonna... They're gonna blow it up.
It's gonna happen today.
They're gonna blow it up.
Leaders, welcome. Thank you all for coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first
Nah, because he's friends with
there was one
Separata,
person
too.
there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to
Oh,
me,
nah,
asked me if
that's
they could
what-
help in any way.
That's what Seraphim... Oh, I get it now.
told Seraphim to kill Jofield.
What?
And today,
Oh,
we will
Seraphim's
finish
on the
the
good
job.
side.
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
He's gonna blow
I
up
would like to
everything.
bring you to the table. If
Even
you
his friend-
agree
even
with
his
full
friend
chaos
Separata.
and Seraphim, please say aye.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofield by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea
Yeah.
what's about to happen to him.
He has to betray his own friend to save
If you
the
had to
island.
betray one person, to save 1,000. Would you?
Well, really, he's only saving like 490 something.
What just happened? What happened?
Nah.
Oh my god!
Why is there a trap? Is this all a setup? Where's Saps? Where did he go? Did Saps do this?
Nah. Saps is gonna be the fall guy. They have no idea. Nah.
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock. On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofiel, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof.
Wow, see,
and
that's
Saps
crazy.
did not know they had done this. He had been framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat for Flux's plan.
It's necessary, though. It was necessary.
But because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful.
Ah,
Some
yes,
of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero,
Ah.
had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Aperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island. The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened? After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh!
Wow.
But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died, their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all.
Oh, Saparad.
And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap. A trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be. With that, all the major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Caste Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
That's crazy.
If you had to betray one person,
Yeah, he had to betray Saps.
to save 1,000,
He had to,
would you?
he had to betray Saps to save the island.
On top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6, it was announced that tomorrow, on day 7, the border between the 2 islands will finally fall.
I mean, I don't think he has enough time. I don't think he has enough time
Now have
to, like,
one day to
change the
prepare.
government and shit. I think he's making a mistake. I think Flux is making a mistake.
$250 years ago, a promise was made. How we deliver has changed, but our purpose hasn't. It's the peace.
Like, what is he supposed to do after he kills all the leaders? I've realized that. I realized
Now,
that.
when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it. A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is,
Wait,
except
really?
for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up, and up, and up, and was never seen again.
Oh no. I think he accidentally
Day
made a
6
rocket.
did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations. For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
Oh! Come on! No, jump! What about me? I can shoot. No!
Bro. That's crazy.
What? I didn't do anything. I blame Ish. Meanwhile, at Elysium...
Bro. I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mystery cow Gerald has been stolen.
Nah, bro.
There they all go.
Not Gerald.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable. So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosaur. That is, until...
Oh my god, oh my god,
Bro, what?
What is he? Permanently closed. All food is now at...
Nah! That's crazy.
Remy, are you behind the murder of Dinosaur? Anyway, on day 6, the West Helm Coliseum was finally complete. What do you plan on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
That's crazy.
No?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed, but that's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one.
Imagine he succeeded at
There
killing
has been a
Spood.
small but coordinated secret revolution growing in West Helm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood.
Nah.
The two leading figures are West Helm citizen Ramsay Pi and West Helm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Colosseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was to take out Spood's second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I guess
Nah.
Down, but Ramsay Pi was immediately chased down by West Helm's
You
army.
could have made something happen, man.
Oh. Oh. With Ramsay Pi dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed in the name of West Helm. Glory to West Helm. Glory to West Helm. Glory to West
Helm. Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano. Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with West Helm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus' job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, trade, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh.
I agree.
Oh, wow. Now, Lingolini, Seneca's biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano. This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine whatever we please?
No way.
Ah, that's a good point.
Hell yes. Preach. soon, people started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Lingolini went even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
Crazy.
Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2-3 days.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
That's sci-fi propaganda.
That's propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, Westhelm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So, Lingolini made a big announcement.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernus. And we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
That's crazy.
Seneca's
wow.
Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Lingolini's betrayal.
Yeah, bro.
I wish we had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
Can you please take my shift on the 24th? No. Please?
Hey guys, I gotta...
Saps, what just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious
Bro, he has no
criminal
clue what's
on
going on.
Island 2.
I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial. Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh no. Oh no.
Bro.
There we go. To the world, this looked like yet another senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was a strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working. Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops, although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
And I am, I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
Want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saporada to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed. Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
But first...
Ah.
Why does it appear? Removing the warden up? No.
Bro.
No, they're not.
Bro, what?
They're bringing it to the surface. Wait, they made it rising lava? So
what?
Discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft. Sidefall had then renamed the warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic. The lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous.
That's crazy.
The warden had been unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations.
Nah, what is Sidefall done? That dumbass.
Oh my god. Dude, how is
Bro was killed by his own creation, and now he's
eventually
fucking...
it got to West Helm.
Nah.
But the West Helm army was ready. Ready? Aim! Fire!
Yeah, they got a bow. They got a bow him. Bro.
Come on. Oh my god.
Nah. You can't come in.
Welcome to West Helm.
Nah. Bro. You can't stop the warden. Wait, they trapped it? Yo? That's crazy. They did it. That's such a dub. They probably lost a lot of men from that though.
The Grandpapa was made from Mega Deli pepperonis. Go extra.
Probably lost
extra
lots of
large with Papa
manpower.
John's.
The defendant Saporata is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Joe Field, the murder of Alkaline Alk, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling.
Okay, guys, I feel really
That's crazy.
Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor, Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
Bro.
Saporata. And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the
Wow.
leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
What? Bro.
Gotoga, Hive Rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion. When I
Bro.
left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps
Bro.
figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux, but
He
he
figured
would
it
end
out.
up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap. I find that
Bro.
rather interesting.
Bro.
Well,
Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that
Nah.
mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right.
man, bro.
I'm ready to make my decision. Judge Timebomb, find Saporado. Guilty on all counts. Yes. Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
Oh, that's
Nah. You know, for a second there, I thought he was gonna get an innocent. I thought he was gonna. Nah, that's crazy. Wait, what?
No way. No way.
Yo?
Fall damage.
Nah, I think he got away.
He escaped, man. Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me! No!
Bro.
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
Why did you kill Guilty on all counts.
Disgrace to all of the island.
Saps, why did you do this?
Nah, bro, this is sad.
Gary,
Bro.
used car shopping can't hurt you.
Shut up with the ad.
What if I overpaid?
Okay, hold on. I need to take my meds for the strep throat. Yeah, these are the strep throat meds that you take when you have strep throat. It's called amoxicillin. Yeah. Bro, I'm just looking on the other screen, and my webcam is just lagging so much. Wait, why is it not lagging now? What? Yo? Huh. Oh, no, it's lagging again. Wait, let me close it right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, back to the video, I guess. See, that webcam, that's why I don't usually do this kind of... That's why I don't usually use my webcam. Because it's so laggy.
Shouldn't it be dropping soon?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro.
It was day 7, which means the border had officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock.
Is this Island 1? Whoa!
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2.
Oh. Yeah, of course.
Taking the sheep. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
We're probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the 2 islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these two who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing!
We
Nah.
Island 1 and Island 2.
Wow.
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared. It became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war.
Wow, so
instead, they were
Lux
just
was
happy
wrong
that
the
they
whole
could
time.
finally enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
That said, at the beginning of day 7, Lingolini made a big decision. He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
See, this is much more
Wow.
organized than Island 1.
After yesterday's Netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him. So,
Yeah, that's
hoping to
fair.
live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Cass Coalition.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys like violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Lingolini to set up his home outside the Cass Coalition. That said, the Cass Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
We are gathered here today in the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's
Bro,
influence
the fake
grew,
crying
the
is crazy.
Commonwealth was in shambles. Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth. Island 2 had entrusted the Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps.
Is
when
Saps
Saps
gonna escape to
escaped
Island
his
1?
execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
Wow.
We're actively searching for Saps right now. We will
Well, at least the
restore honor
leaders
to
won't
the
be fighting.
Commonwealth.
One of Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill Saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work until one of the people who moved in was Knight Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for
real?
revolution.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. As long as Spoo doesn't find us, we should be okay.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Too tired to cook because you got home late on a Tuesday that had major.
Didn't I say that
vibes,
earlier?
yet
He was
left
gonna
you feeling
move.
Like it should be
He was gonna move
Friday.
to Island 1. That was his only hope.
But it wouldn't be so easy. Because the border had just dropped, people were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected.
Yo. Wait. He's going via the bridge? Yo! Yo, he's being sneaky with it. Yo, did that guy see him?
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
Island 1.
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1.
Nah.
Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Whoa. You scared the crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good. On the south side of the island.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization on Island 1.
That's smart.
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission.
Yo, what kind of
Turntap
mission?
had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2. But not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernus.
Yo, what?
He betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingolini had opened up the volcano for netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingolini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingolini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge. Oh! They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down, Dave!
Yo.
Oh my god. Now, the
That's
reason
crazy.
the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she'd let them mine for netherite before anyone else. But because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingolini so publicly betrayed Infernus.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Oh, here they go.
But over my grave, he will not be a part of it.
Oh, they've got him.
Nah, bro.
Mamma mia!
It's Jover. It's Jover.
The Covenant had massacred the Lingolini Mafia.
They killed the Mafia.
Before anyone could retaliate, the Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done. Howdy, Flux. Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died.
Wow.
Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
He killed on sight. We hunted him down the other day. We
Yeah.
couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parrot, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a bridge.
Oh, wow.
But because of me.
Hey, Meta. Play Gorgeous.
Honestly, I don't know how to feel about Flux anymore. At first, I thought he was the good guy, but now I'm not sure.
Since the beginning, Flux's philosophy was simple. You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you. If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofiel, building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofiel hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Elk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1. But on their way to the West Helm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh. Oh, hey.
Is there?
Oh no.
Neutral ground. Neutral ground.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Wow.
Saps and his crew then entered the Capitol.
Can I speak to the glorious leader of West Helm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Shpood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because
Man.
Shpood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization, the Alcaracina Pirates. Although when he arrived, things felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option. At the end of the day, I don't want any of you guys to get killed for
Yo, they're gonna assassinate him?
being framed for, you know?
But then, suddenly,
Yeah.
Need to leave?
where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 sec, we gotta go back to Covenant, like, immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenants, Turntap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Is everything?
Wait, really?
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We need to go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on.
Yo.
I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either like you can handle this on your own, or like just. Here, I'll explain to you on a sec. Just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so I'm putting
Yeah,
a lot
I
of faith
know,
into
bro.
you.
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he
Wow.
pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now.
Man, if Island 1 isn't safe for him and Island 2 isn't safe for him, what is safe for him?
It's all over.
Where does he even
then
go?
climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead. And so he ventured into the snow.
Man, the story of Saparata is so freaking tragic.
And started collecting blocks. Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody. Flux won. He completely
Man.
won. There's just no point anymore.
All Saparata wanted to do was to like
On day 7,
not deal
Saps
with like the
built
politics.
a tower in the tundra, a monument for people to remember him by, and he planned to jump off.
Nah.
But he didn't.
Why not?
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
Wow. This is cinema, bro.
Welcome everyone! Today we have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death. Rinit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent West Helm farmers. Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder West Helm food supplier Dino's Earth.
Wow.
Ready, set, fight!
Oh. Here they go! Look at that swing! Wait, some guy jumped in!
Yo, what? Yo! Remy did it.
He won! Remy the Rat had won his duel in the Colosseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of Dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Spood himself.
That's
He was
crazy.
now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
He put his head on the floor.
Now, it's been a busy few days for Emperor Spood. He was always working on different things. Your aqueducts. Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Yeah.
While Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire
That's
reign
crazy.
began with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus,
And
and when
they
they
found
discovered
him.
he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
Yo.
I'm not just gonna give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth doesn't listen to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
Nah, that's
I'm gonna
crazy.
make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They stepped that fuckery first.
Yo.
And so Spoon went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
Wow.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with Westhelm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jovial's grave, and had stolen Jovial's head.
Nah.
Hey, Cass, I brought you a trophy.
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of no-nonsense leadership that earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth.
Yeah, and she used to be
the
like
very existence of the Cass
Free Nation.
Coalition also provided a sense of security to
Yeah, she's
smaller
changed.
groups, like this new nation who were mostly cheese merchants and called themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese, but el queso!
Since the border dropped yesterday, the economies of most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbie Land...
Ish. I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
Yo, what?
On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you. In Luminara, meanwhile, the citizens were inventing new technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the Light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election tomorrow.
It's
crazy. Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps. In fact, by day 8, Luminara had told all of the other nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama, the murder of Lingolini.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingolini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble.
Yeah.
But for now, nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Lingolini Mafia.
We packed Banquet Mega Bowls full of cheddar mac and cheese smothered in mozzarella. But it wasn't mega, so we topped them with...
Going back to Westhelm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus. After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army. Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on Westhelm. So, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support.
I see.
Spood knew exactly how to make the Commonwealth angry.
Smart.
He invited back to the Westhelm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Can we make a deal? We're running out of time.
Oh shit.
Saps is back. And Turntap's here too for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to Westhelm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to Westhelm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
Hey you can turn the sun away, paint the moon in blood. If we can do what we do best, we're nocturnal life.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Flexion.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth, and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Lingolini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide-open area without a roof, they decided they would go.
Imagine Fluxion just like puts TNT in the hole or something. Nah, but like, why would he do that though?
To begin the meeting, Spood first had Saps tell his story.
I've been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men was murdered
Nah,
in
wait,
cold
you're
blood
trying to
by
start a
someone
war.
in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and I want justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Flexion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with Westhelm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
If all leaders are in agreement to this, please say aye.
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 This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince them after telling his story?
I think he might.
As long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Saps and a few of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
I have been framed for the mass assassination
Bro,
of Island 2 leaders.
Hold on. What? Huh? I'm still live. Okay. No, it's literally not. I took it out. Got it. Dude. Bro, I swear. She's already got a battery. Why does she need two, bro? I swear. Yeah, sorry. Alright, we're back.
Flexion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2.
Yeah.
I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
But as Sap spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
But who?
What is that? What does
we
that
are
mean?
not
That's
going.
vague. What does that
Are we
mean?
going to
corruption?
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago.
Yo, what?
What the... What is this? About 15 members of the West Helm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium.
Yo, what's that
They
about?
quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions. Nonetheless, the proceedings continued.
We're being rushed here to pressure us.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah. After even more deliberation and after even more time passed,
Excuse me, you have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from West Helm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2 in the next, like, 5 minutes. I do not know.
Wait, for real?
Emperor Spood had grown impatient. After Spider informed him that progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the West Helm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Knight Arcturus.
Huh.
Oh boy, they're almost
Hello, Ben.
Hey, man.
Bro,
where's the
fuck
nearest
you,
dance
Ad.
studio?
Fuck
In
you.
500 yards, turn right.
We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Wow, they're lying.
With their first
They're
plan
lying through their
failing, West Helm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
Yo, shield wall?
They're forming a shield wall.
Shield wall?
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone, bail, bail.
The West Helm squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation.
Bro,
West
that's
Helm
crazy.
then went around searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Knight Arcturus was nowhere to be found.
Wow.
Meanwhile, at the Cask Coalition,
Hey, can I run something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself,
Yo, is
Thomas
he gonna-
5200, and
is he
their
gonna
ringleader,
agree?
Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. Or what?
Huh.
Oh. You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
Yo, that's Fluxion.
Isn't that Flux?
Yeah, kind of looks like him. Yeah.
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
You go to show Cass.
Yo. Are they gonna find him out?
Interesting. You know what? Go show this to Tricolor. And probably also Hyperion.
Wow.
a citizen of the Cast Coalition had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps' roof. On its own, this wasn't the best evidence. But for some people, it did raise some questions.
Holy shit, they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure it out.
Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is, and who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia. It's why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors who were blindsided by the move.
Spoon could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own. Earlier yesterday, Queen Seneca had found out that Elysium's newspaper Daybreak Media had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingolini. This is why Seneca was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingolini's head.
Wow. That's crazy.
Let this be a lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Wow.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernus is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernus needed to be punished, and they started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion,
If everyone is against them, then
Yo.
Benji's dead. Benji's dead.
What?
What?
Everyone said I wouldn't find a quality teaching degree online.
He
Everyone
fell
except
from a
WGU.
he fell.
Their respected school.
Bro, is that an accident or was that
Benji,
Yo.
the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingolini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingolini. At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingolini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island. But he ended up seriously regretting this decision, so he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernus, and then ended his life.
That's Wow.
Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium and instead focused on Infernus.
I don't know about war. Maybe a trial? Give Infernus a chance to tell their side.
Flux was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea.
I mean, this is a really good story, but, like, we all know it's scripted, right? Like, there's no way such a good story is actually real. They scripted the whole thing.
So, later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernus. Now, when the meeting came to an end, Flux was approached by a few guards from Tricolor.
Right, look. We know about the assassinations, all right?
What assassinations?
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Cass Coalition.
Wow.
Being possibly responsible for
Yeah, he's been
the
caught.
Joe Field in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe
This
you
is
are,
an
okay?
outrage against Luminara. I cannot
No.
believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
You were guilty and run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial.
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we could never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both
Fine.
not.
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna remember. We will not stand for this.
Flux is getting arrested by Tricolor. He's like stopping every few seconds.
We'll stop. Don't worry about it.
The group then passed through Elysium and were about to sail off to Island 2 until...
Yo.
Oh, hey, what is this?
Yo. What?
What? Wait, Flux is getting away? It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty.
Yo. That's crazy.
When Flux returned to Luminara, his whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Legacy.
Yeah?
We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Traitor. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat. You have two choices right
What?
now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way.
Oh, that's tough. Alright.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara.
That's crazy.
Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself.
Wow.
Yesterday, Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempts to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Joe Fuel's head in exchange for netherite. Spoon accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Crazy.
Uh-oh.
Show us the head.
Yeah,
there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
I got it.
Now, this actually led to an alliance between Westhelm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance, and a strategic move by Spoon to befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth.
Wow.
Later, Spood also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed TurnTap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that TurnTap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, TurnTap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army, but the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him. In fact, the reason TurnTap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Walk ahead.
Anyway, now that TurnTap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which TurnTap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spood could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
Yo, they found him.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zach, is now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. Are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright, could you guys come inside?
Oh boy. Here we go.
We can put all of our fighting behind us. I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Knight Arcturus.
Oh wow.
RT for Saps. I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now, and then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is? It's interesting because Siegfried said he didn't.
Okay.
We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at.
Look, he comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
So you'll find him for me.
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I'm shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparada. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
Huh. Wow. Is Saps gonna get away?
This deal very clear, because I want to be accurate.
Because Saps has
You
plot armor.
expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist? Is that really your offer?
He's not innocent.
Alright. Get out. Now.
Wow. Spood didn't take the deal.
Soon, it would be time for the trial of Infernus, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend. As such, TurnTap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's
Wow.
protection, which would actually come in handy. But Sap's getting attacked.
Yo, what?
Oh no. Oh boy.
No way.
Sap's getting attacked again. The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus in the area. We are worried about assassinations.
Not going in a building, we're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernus had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out.
Come inside.
Crazy.
People don't have the ability to.
The trial hadn't even begun, and things were already out of control. And then,
Yo, what?
someone's setting up troops.
Nah. Who is that? No, they're trying to assassinate Saps.
Oh.
Yo, wait. They got turn tapped?
And like that, Turntap was dead. Killed by
Are they gonna
two
think it's
disgruntled
Saps?
former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
Nah, probably not. Right?
Queen Seneca directed her people
That's
and all the remaining
still
Covenant
crazy,
forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernus Castle.
They're obsessed with catching Saps.
Hey Meta, start slow motion.
They gotta get some evidence on Flux.
Both Infernus and the Covenant were eventually
Also,
found
you're a
guilty
bot,
of
bro.
murdering the Lingolini Mafia.
PC
But
Fox,
now that Seneca had
or
adopted
whatever
the
your name is,
entire
you're a bot.
Covenant army with
You're
all
clearly
of
a
its
bot.
netherite
Shut up.
weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse,
dog,
so
you
he
can
ran
keep
all the
watching
way
my
to
stream and
Westhelm
give
to
me
Emperor
viewer
Spood, who was
shit or
apparently
something.
dealing with a new political crisis.
That works too.
It appeared that Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war.
Wow.
And on top of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting.
Meeting.
Now, of course, Spood suspected this was a trap, but his second-in-command, Spider, had an idea.
Let me go instead. Let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if Spider goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
You're a hero, Spider.
Glory to Westhelm.
These guys are all waiting for something to happen.
Yo, what? Yo, who was that? What? Yo, Spider. Nah.
Oh my god.
Spider was killed.
This is it.
Nah, they're gonna go to war now. They're gonna, yeah. Spood won.
Wait, what? Where is everyone?
Wait, they all fled?
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned.
Wow, okay, that's
See, after Zekor's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days,
Wow.
the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation,
Yeah.
and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated. So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all. Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
Cass's nation? Oh no. That's the volcano. That's Infernus.
Hey guys, welcome to Infernus.
No way.
There are so many people.
Wow.
Infernus is massive.
That's crazy. How much have I said, wow, that's crazy this stream? Probably too many times. I'm not a good reaction creator. That's why I don't usually do
Meanwhile,
this.
at the Cass Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party. But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control. As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9, they were simply overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left and right. She watched Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off. With netherite at the entrance, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux? See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a Covenant.
If they can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just trying to
Wow.
scare you guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly. Well, on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why.
Yo, what's in there? What's in there?
Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was
Nah.
found guilty.
They
When
found
Cass
it
discovered
out.
this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
It's been Flux
Nah.
this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
I never thought I'd say this, but you have my permission to invade Luminara.
Okay, I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
Sounds good. See.
All right, first thing tomorrow.
Nah, they finally caught him. They finally caught Flux.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, I'm just posting the number of visitors
Also,
to the
shut up,
Homes.com
Ad. Shut
network
up.
this month. It's
I'm
become
not
the
gonna get
go-to
YouTube
homes-
Premium. I'm not gonna do it.
Welcome,
The
everyone.
last day.
Welcome. We gather here today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, Three Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend. And
Nah.
I'm very much excited that we can continue
Nah,
his
he is
legacy
so
and complete
fake.
the bridge which he would have
He's
won.
being so fake right now.
let's go.
And so, the Cass Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at Aperion to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
The plan was simple. Aperion would invade Luminara from the south, while the Cass Coalition approaches from the sea so that Flux can't escape.
I just,
Oh, they're here! They're here! Flux is running.
Yo, that's crazy.
They're after him! They're after him!
Surrender, Flux! I don't want to do this!
Oh!
Okay, wait, surrender! Okay,
Surrender!
I'm not moving, I'm not moving!
Flux was under the arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
They found him out.
Outrage! And attempting my assassination.
Flux had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown, when in reality most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
You are speaking to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until... Oh, he's running! He's running!
Yo! Yo.
Flux had killed
Yo,
5
what?
people using a secret trap
Nah.
he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to escape.
You block up behind.
That said, Flux knew there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2. Still, Cass and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the Conquistador HQ because no one is safe in Luminara at the moment.
Holy. Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything once again.
Wow. But he's a fugitive now. They know. They know.
We've got passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on something, you better believe it's happening.
Saps is innocent.
Or so he thought.
I am so confused on what's happening.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened,
That was Flux's trap? Yeah, Flux built that trap.
which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Dude, I think Flux was behind everything. Saps was right.
Suddenly, the world realized that Saps had been telling the truth. Saps, how do you feel?
Dude, finally, I'm so happy.
For the first time
Yeah.
since he had got into hiding, Saps had been
There we go.
vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side. And now, instead of hunting for Saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Bro, this is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yo.
Queen Seneca had offered Flux refuge at Infernus
Nah.
under the condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in.
Seneca's,
But
bro.
the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor West Helm Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
Alright, today we infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I die today, I love you all. We love you. Glory to West Helm.
Laguini! He was my brother! He was everyone's brother! And they took him from us! They took him!
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
Okay, vamos, Anito, vamos! Alright, everyone in.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
Man, Inferno really is evil.
Let's go, let's go.
Come on! Alright, let's go, everyone!
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed
Man.
and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts.
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today, we walk ahead, we storm the volcano, and we get justice!
Bro, fucking ad, bro. Nah, I'm invested in the story.
Alright, everyone, listen up. There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers.
Yeah.
So let's stick together and let's win this thing! Come on!
Alright, here we go! There's so many people.
You make me your blind with your civil rights. You demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.
Oh my
Look at all the lava.
I think there might be a problem. It's okay, it's good, it's good, it's good.
You cover us in shame, and I take the blame. Living by the rules to which high school blues walk ahead.
Yeah, they're. Come on, they can do it. I think they can do it.
Cannons keep provoking. Blood returns thirst
Infernal is going down.
Can anyone stand this nonsense? Eating away, telling us to stop and obey. To stop and obey.
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
Yo.
Okay, send out the covenant now, right now.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
Keep going! Skin shining, Joker's got silver linings. Holy Mary sings songs in the wet rain. Walking ahead.
Shields up, shields up! Some arrows, guys. They only have so many arrows.
Now every new day is a new fire onto my teeth.
It's just chaos on the ground as well. It's the Covenant.
Someone show me someone living up desire.
Get down off our mountain.
They got it, they got it.
Everyone retreat, retreat, retreat.
Yo, Remy died? Nah, bro.
The final push, here we go. They're in. Oh my gosh!
Nah.
Look out for the hole.
I'll jump in the hole with you guys.
Nah. Wow. Yo, they got. They're gonna do it. See, this is how you know it's scripted. They're taking out all the people. Like, it's like one final battle, evil versus good. It's too perfect. Still really good story. Wait, is he gonna get away? Oh wait, no! That's crazy.
Whether you're a pro or want pro quality, Harbor Freight understands your job depends on
Yo, wait. He got out?
No.
Nah.
Surely not.
Nah. I always come back. Ah, bro.
Of course.
What? That is crazy. I was not expecting that. Bro.
He's missing?
Alright guys, let's go, let's go.
What? No way.
Wait, for real? What if Flux wins?
Wow, you actually showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Let's make this a fair fight, okay? Flux.
Ridiculous.
Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
Wow. The final battle.
I can't watch this.
Bro. Yo, the lava?
Oh my gosh!
That's crazy. What? What happened? Yo. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, bro. He did it. He got the dub. He wins. He wins.
Oh my god.
That's it. He wins.
Saps had killed Flux. And with that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Wow. This is the epilogue now? We're on to the... Oh, well, fuck you. You're not the fucking epilogue, bro. I'm not planning to buy a house right now.
Homes.com has a better way to...
Ask again in like 5 years.
Today, we gather to honor the lives lost in the Battle of Infernus. Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 West Helm Alliance had defeated the Infernus forces. But winning had come at a high cost.
Man. Remy.
After the war, people across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on. Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
In the corner of the crowded
Island 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big tree scorched, the volcano ravaged. As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war. Some of them joined cults, while others moved to Island 2 in search of a better life. Elysium was fine.
So
though.
really, when you think about it, Island
Instead
2
of
was.
going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore was something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara.
Wow.
And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2.
Am I strong enough?
This brings back memories. Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free. The Cass Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Knight Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm.
Wow.
It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end. But I think there's some beauty in that.
Do we all so slowly lose control as emotions overflow?
Yeah, we still have some work to do. We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now. Tomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
When we first met, I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only kin?
I do.
Oppenheimer, same thing.
I do.
Now, at this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us.
Yo.
2, 1.
Yo.
So slowly lose control as emotions overflow, falling into the unknown. Or do we all guard our small fragile hearts as we softly break it apart, afraid to give in to the storm and open up our
Man. That was that one. that was a W movie. That was a production film. I mean, it was totally scripted, don't get me wrong, but it was also an amazing story. I absolutely love that shit. So yeah. Anyways, I guess that's the end of this one. Make sure to like and subscribe. Your grandma lied. It's free to do that shit. Oh, by the way, while the video was going on, look at how many cough drops. This is all the wrappers for all the cough drops I had. Strep throat is crazy. You see this shit? You see this shit? You see this shit, chat? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's the end of this one. Like and subscribe, Grandma Light, it's free. And I will see y'all on Sunday for, you know, more, you know, just Hypixel, back to the normal shit. But for now, I will see you guys next time. Yeah, I just gotta press the big